Hello, it is Lynx here, and today I will be reading Keeping Up with the Bakugous by Sunny from Cabin 10 CHB. It is finally completed with a total of 16 chapters, and today I will be reading chapters 10, 11, and 12. So without further ado, let's get into it. The interview was supposed to be casual. That was the problem. Class 1A sat on a low stage in a bright outdoor setup, cameras everywhere. The mom cast lined up beside them. The interviewer smiled, clearly thrilled. "So," she said, "this is mostly for fun, heroes meeting actors." Bakugo sat relaxed, legs crossed, water bottle in hand. Next to him sat Ren Kuroda, the actor who played the bad boy love interest. They were already too close. "Bakugo," the interviewer began, "your character Kai is—" "He's misunderstood," Ren cut in smoothly. Bakugo didn't look at the interviewer. He looked at Ren. "Oh," he said, "you defended him now." Ren smiled. "Someone has to." Bakugo leaned closer, eyes sharp, mouth lifted up. "Careful, you know what happens to people who trust me." The crowd laughed. The interviewer blinked. "Okay, great chemistry." Ren rested his elbow behind Bakugo on the back of the chair. "I trusted him," Ren said, "and I survived." Bakugo took a slow sip of water, eyes still forward. "Barely." The crowd lost it. Denki whispered, "Why are they like this?" Mina was gripping Jiro's arm. "They're doing it on purpose." The interviewer tried again. "You two are very comfortable." "We've known each other since we were kids," Ren said easily. Bakugo added, "He steals my hoodies." Ren tilted his head. "You give them to me." Bakugo coughed. "Liar." Ren smiled like he'd won something. "Fans ship your characters a lot," the interviewer said, testing the waters. Bakugo shrugged. "Makes sense." Ren nodded. "I would too." Bakugo finally turned, eyebrow raised. "Oh?" Ren leaned in. "You wouldn't?" Bakugo smirked. "I'm on screen with you, aren't I?" The audience screamed. Izuku buried his face in his hands. By the time the interview ended, the damage was already done. 6 hours later, Class 1A gathered around Mina's phone like it was a crime scene. Edits. So many edits. TikTok edit number 1. Audio. Slowed heartbeat. Text. They said just friends and then did this. Clips. Ren leaning in. Bakugo smirking. The hoodie comment. 7.8 million likes. Edit number 2. Split screen. Left. Kai and the bad boy character staring at each other in the show. Right. Bakugo and Ren doing the exact same thing in the interview. Text. Method acting or emotional terrorism. Edit number 3. Zoomed in micro expressions. Text. Bakugo Koski does not flirt. He challenges. Jiro swallowed. They analyzed his eye movements. Denki nodded. That's how you know it's bad. Then the comments. They're flirting in 4K. They know exactly what they're doing. This is a PR nightmare and I love it. He smiled softer with him than anyone else. Mina looked up slowly. Bakugo is never living this down. From the hallway. Living what down? Bakugo stood there, towel around his neck, hair damp from the shower. Mina froze. Nothing? Bakugo glanced at the phone, watched exactly 3 seconds of an edit. Huh, he said. He shrugged. They're bored. And walked away. Behind him, the video kept looping. The internet was already on fire. Chapter 11. It's official. Everything is falling apart. Sirens scream. The city is half evacuated. Smoke crawls up the sides of buildings like it's alive. Kai stands at the edge of the command room, calm in a way that makes everyone else nervous. We're out of time, Kai says gently. I'll draw them away. The room erupts. You can't just run it alone, one of the team snaps. The bad boy, Riven, hasn't spoken yet. Riven's jaw is tight. His hands are clenched like he's holding back a storm. Kai turns to him last. They lock eyes. Something changes. Kai steps closer. Quiet, intent. I won't be long. Riven grabs his wrist. Don't, Riven says, low, almost shaking. Not like this. The others stare. Kai? Someone starts. Kai exhales. Soft smile. Riven. Then he pulls Riven down and kisses him. Not rushed, not desperate. Steady. Certain. Like a promise. The room goes dead silent. Someone drops their weapon. What the? Are you serious? Now? Kai pulls back first. Forehead resting against Riven's. I'll come back, Kai says. I always do. Riven swallows, then mutters, without looking at the others. We've been dating for months. Beat. You never noticed. The room explodes. Months? You're joking. You share a bunk. Kai is already backing toward the exit. He gives him a little wave. Don't wait up. And then he's gone, running straight into the fire. Later, after the battle, the team is battered, bruised, alive. They're still arguing. I'm just saying. In hindsight, the hand-holding, the soup thing should have tipped us off. Riven isn't listening. He's staring down at the street. Then, Kai! Kai comes sprinting out of the smoke, bloodied but grinning, and Riven doesn't hesitate. Riven catches him mid-run, lifts him clean off the ground, and kisses him again, harder this time. Someone actually yelps, "Oh, come on! You have to be kidding me!" Kai laughs into the kiss, arms looping around Riven's neck. Riven mutters, "Told you I'd catch ya." Kai grins, "You always do." One of the team members stares at them, exhausted, shell-shocked. "I told you," they say faintly. Immediate aftermath. Phantom destruction. Hashtag Kai Riven Cannon trends in 12 countries. The kiss is called the calm before the storm. Fans lose their minds realizing Kai was a villain and in love the whole time. Edits overlay the kiss with earlier scenes and everyone screams. The signs were there. And somewhere in Japan, Class 1A sits in silence. Denki finally whispers, "Bakugo did that." Mina clutches a pillow. He planned this. Izuku stares at the screen, odd. He weaponized affection. And from the hallway, Bakugo's voice, flat and smug, "Good television." Chapter 12. Time Travel, a New Mini-Adventure. The screen at the front of the room was empty, not blank, empty in a way that felt wrong. Nezu stood beside it, hands folded behind his neck, while Aizawa leaned against the wall with his arms crossed. The image displayed was a scan, a circular setting, intricate markings carved into metal, and nothing inside it. "That's it," Bakugo said, staring at the hollow space. "That's where it was." Midoriya glanced between the screen and Bakugo. "You're sure?" Bakugo reached up automatically and tugged the chain from under his shirt. The locket slid into view, worn but carefully kept. He opened it with his thumb. "Empty. I had it," he said flatly, "until I didn't." Nezu tilted his head. "When did it disappear?" Bakugo didn't hesitate. "The night of my last first middle school dance." The room stilled. "I took the locket off," he continued, voice steady but distant. "Didn't want it getting caught or broken. When I went back for it, the centerpiece was gone. Never found it." Midoriya swallowed. "That stone is important?" "It is essential," Nezu replied. "Without it, the pros cannot complete an upcoming mission, and unfortunately," his eyes flicked to Bakugo, "it no longer exists in the present." Bakugo clicked his tongue. "Figures." Nezu smiled slightly. "However, it did exist in the past." Silence. Ida adjusted his glasses. You're suggesting time travel?" "Yes." Bakugo straightened. "Then I'll go get it." "No," Aizawa said immediately. Bakugo shot him a glare. "Excuse you?" "You can't go," Aizawa continued. "That stone was bound to you. You're the anchor. If you leave the present, we lose the ability to track changes." Nezu nodded. "You must stay. Any alteration will reflect through you." Bakugo clenched his jaw but didn't argue. Midoriya raised a hand slowly. "Then who can go?" Nezu pressed the button. A list appeared. "Midoriya Izuku, Ida Tenya, Mina Ashido, Uraraka Ochako, Kaminari Denki, Todoroki Shoto, Kirishima Eijiro, Sarah Hanta." Bakugo blinked. "Why them?" "Because," Nezu said, "your younger self has never met them, and Midoriya knows you enough to help them while you're still being unrecognizable." Aizawa added, "I'm going too." Bakugo frowned. "You?" "Underground hero," Aizawa replied. "I wasn't public back then. You won't recognize me." Bakugo looked away, fingers tightening around the locket. "My friend gave it to me," he muttered. Nezu looked up. "Your friend?" "Raven," Bakugo said. "She gave me the locket. The stone was already inside. Centerpiece. I still wear it every day." Nezu smiled. "Then let's go meet her." The jump felt like falling sideways. Then, sunlight, music, laughter. Class 1A, now pretending to be upperclassmen, stood at the edge of a bright American high school campus. Colorful banners hung between buildings. Someone was playing music inside. "This place is," Mina whispered, "cute?" Before anyone could respond, the doors burst open. A blonde boy stepped out, balancing a tray of cupcakes like it was the most important job in the world. His smile was wide, bright, and completely unguarded. "Oh, hi," he said cheerfully. "You guys new?" He walked up right beside them. "I'm Bakugous," he said, beaming. "This is my friend Raven." A girl stepped up beside him, dark hair pulled back, shadows curling subtly at her feet like they were alive, her eyes sharp, observant. "You look lost," Raven said calmly. "Oh," Bakugou added, "I can help. Do you want cupcakes? I made them this morning." Denki nearly short-circuited. Midoriya's brain did, actually. This Bakugou was sweet, bubble-bright, talking non-stop. He handed out cupcakes like happiness was contagious. Before anyone could speak, a girl came running, panicked. "Bakugou, 2 students are fighting. There's blood." Bakugou's smile faded, not angry, focused. "I'm coming." He set the tray down and ran. They followed. 2 boys were shouting, fists raised. Before it could escalate, Bakugou stepped between them and sang, not loudly, not aggressively. His quirk rippled through the air, forcing rhythm, emotion, honesty. Voices joined. Anger softened into word. Confession spilled out. Fear, jealousy, misunderstanding. When the song ended, the boys were crying and hugging. Bakugou wiped his hands on his pants. "See? Easy." Then he turned back to the watching crowd, clapped his hands once, and launched into another song. Bright, welcoming, pulling everyone in. "Welcome to our school," he sang, grinning. The campus erupted into applause. Kirishima whispered, "Bro." Later, as they walked the halls pretending to be older students, Midoriya noticed the locket resting against Bakugou's chest. And Raven noticed them noticing. "Careful," she said quietly. "That means a lot to him." Bakugou leaned over to Raven. "Hey, did you see Aaron today?" Raven groaned. "Kotsky." "He's cool," Bakugou insisted. "Everyone's just scared." "Because he's a villain," Raven said flatly. Bakugou shrugged. "He's nice to me." Midoriya felt his stomach drop. That night, the dance, the locket would come off. And they were the reason the stone would vanish. Bakugou laughed as he walked ahead of them, light and happy, completely unaware. And for the first time, Class 1A understood. This wasn't just a mission. It was the beginning of everything breaking. All right, those were the next 3 chapters of Keeping Up with the Bakugous by Sunny from Cabin 10 CHB. I really like that, and I was not expecting that twist. So with only 4 more chapters, I'm trying to decide if I should do 2 more videos, 2 parts each, or just 1 video with 4. Considering each chapter is around 4 minutes, I think I'm probably just going to do 2 shorter videos, so 8 minutes each. So remember to eat, sleep, drink your water, and take your meds. I apologize if this sounds goofy. I'm recording this 2 hours before it needs to be posted, because I did not have time to record yesterday. Remember, kids, be new and crime gay. I also apologize for audio quality at the beginning. I forgot to change my microphone. Bye!